Stay a baby lad. Baby, stay a baby lad. Baby, stay a baby lad. Nigga with young niggas in the baby lane. What a kind nigga. Young niggas serving gas bags in a minivan. Old kind nigga. Everybody eat it up, never really know who the man. And my first $20,000 trapping out of Granddad. I'm on the north side. I'm over there.
Yo, folks, what it do, man? It's your boy YJ, man. And you are now tuned in to ONDA4PODCAST with your boy. Today, guys, I'm gonna just say family affair. You know, I got my family with me. We're gonna chop it up, man. You know, we're gonna talk about, we're gonna chop it about a few things, talk about toxic parents and stuff like that. Well, that is the first topic. Toxic parents. So, first of all, thank y'all for coming on my show.
Very welcome.
First episode.
Good. Alright, y'all, my name is Shay. That's pretty much it. Next.
IG, what's your IG, man?
It's .Shay__. Follow me, guys. Like, I'm lit in real life.
Okay.
Okay. My name is Tatiana or Tati, and I'm from the south side of Atlanta. And yeah, this is my cousin, Jordan.
Flash old shit, man. All that.
Yes, sir.
And you got Josh from Jamaica. With my cousin and my girl. His cousin with you. So, go ahead.
Okay, so first and foremost, thank you, y'all, for coming out. Being on my show and stuff. Today's topic, we're gonna talk about toxic parents. We went. Me and Zariah went out to we something to eat. It's on grilled food and shit. I can't tell y'all where we went though, but it's on the south side. But we went to go get something to eat, and on the radio they was like, this girl who mama was toxic, and so I put my input. I feel like everybody parent has been toxic to a certain extent. What do y'all feel on that input right there?
I agree, man. I agree. Growing up, too, as you get older, they still try to tell you what to do. But then, once you be grown on certain stuff, that's one of my pet peeves with the toxic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, what you think, Tati?
Yeah, I think to a certain extent because parenting don't come with a handbook, especially like if they dealing with past trauma, then they just go off what they grew up like or what they know. And sometimes people don't be trying to grow for the better. They just be trying to get you to see like what they went through, kind of like resentment type stuff.
Right.
And that's why people be having kids for the wrong reasons.
Okay.
I ain't got no say, so I got good parents.
Alright, what about like the ones like at the outside looking in?
I mean, I see certain shit, but it's wrong. I don't know. I can't say dumb shit.
I mean, I feel like everybody parents to a certain extent, because I know my damn dad and my mom is. I know that. I mean, I just feel like just piggyback on what y'all said, folks got their past experience and stuff like that. I don't know why we do it. I'm gonna say why. I'm gonna say we, even though we ain't got no kids, because I know to a certain extent we gonna do it, but it's just like we might not do it like our parents like. Because I feel like at a certain age, you grown. Because my dad be trying to run me, he used to try to run me at 23. Man, hell nah, man, I can't go. I remember my dad, my first day, I'm straight. Mm-hmm. I'm not going off.
Just say it.
Alright, so I remember my first time working, I was 15. Now, mind you, my dad is 75. At the time, he had to be like 60 something. Anyway. When I first started working, my dad was like, so we gonna check it. I got it right here. So he gonna say, oh, well, if you handed me your check, and then I give you what you want. Man, what that is that? I'm like, man, you got me. Man, I was like, nah, man, you got me messed up, bro. I can't do that. Mm-hmm. But how he was raised, he used to give his mama money. Every time he used to go caddy and shit. So that's why I feel like that's like a toxic thing in a certain sense, right? Because it's like you living how you used to live when you was a kid, but it's like, well, you ain't walk these 2 damn miles to go to work and go to school. Stop for this check. Stop, man. So that's why I feel like everybody plays a certain like role with the toxicity. Oh my gosh, this is harder than I thought.
I agree. I mean, Josh is a parent.
So,
Yeah.
you a parent?
Yes, sir.
Boy or girl?
Girl.
Okay. Ooh. So you was a little goddamn. You was a little old back in the day, wasn't you?
He toxic. He can sit here and say because it's certain. He has certain he followed the double standards. So the way he would treat other people or the way he liked his females, he would not want his daughter to be like that. He would not want his daughter to end up like that.
I don't blame him though. But it's to a certain, because I look at it like this.
So you being toxic right now.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little toxic. What Gay say?
Well, we just said that. You just said your parents not toxic.
I mean, I feel like with this, like, now, I remember one time we was in the studio, and the dude told us, because he got a boy and a girl, and he was like, you go to war with your son, but you go... Do you go to war with your... He said, you go to war with your son, but you go to war for your daughter. And that shit hit a little different. So I feel like, I understand where you come from, because it's like, even though I know my daughter gonna one day grow up and do the same exact shit, because it's life, it's human.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't want her to have a nigga like me. Because I know I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, then it's like, I look at it too, like a woman find love from their daddy. Like as a daughter, they find their love from their daddy. Like, you know what I'm saying? The same trait. Because now, like, me and my girl, ain't gonna, because her dad, like, man, I look at, like, me in certain ways, and shit be scary sometimes. What the fuck? So it's just like, I do believe in a dad do be trying to steer his daughter away from him, but then it just be like, be honest, who the fuck really want a nerd?
I do.
You really want a square ass nigga?
No, he ain't gonna be like all that.
That's what I'm saying. You gonna get you a nigga that gotta be a little toxic.
No, I need him to be not toxic.
I mean, what you?
Well, it's like, okay, so I would say like he's street smart, but he's not relationship smart.
Like.
Why you say that?
I will admit, I wasn't relationship smart.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Okay, for example, his baby mama, the definition of a toxic parent. Like,
So
she is the toxic parent.
I ain't got no drama shit.
I ain't never met a Jamaican with baby mama drama.
We say he don't got no drama stuff. He just got his child back, and it's the first time she haven't came all the way from Savannah to Atlanta to come get her. So just keep it a buck for the people. I know it might be another Jamaican, the second Jamaican with baby mama drama. Who he talking about?
I mean, I ain't think y'all nigga had problems.
I just told you I wanted to be that bitch ass about 4 days ago.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's okay.
Oh, well, you got some shit going on too. You got your little stalker too. Who's that?
I don't even feel like it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I can figure out what she said though, with the baby mamas and stuff.
Thank you.
You know what? We gonna switch topics. Right? It's giving baby mamas. Okay, how you feel about baby mamas? How you feel about that?
I feel like baby mamas. So this is my thing. So let's say this. About a year ago, when a nigga came to me, had a kid. I don't give a fuck if you had half a kid. I don't even care if you had a kid still in your penis. You cannot talk to me because I just know what come behind that, because I was the kid who was the kid of the baby mama, and a step parent and all this stuff, so I know what come behind it. I know that shit ain't no hoe. And the reason I always can't go to heaven when people go to hell, sometimes I just go lower, and I can't always, and it be about the child. So sometimes you gotta be mature about it. And so sometimes then I could say that like I'm a little bit selfish. So sometimes when I feel like you playing with me when it comes to my man, even though he got a kid, I am the kid. Right. It can't be no other kid. So then I'm like, okay, so then I met him, and I'm like, in the heart, he's a great person. So I gave it a shot, not knowing he got the baby mama from fucking Lucifer. So, like, I don't have an issue with baby moms if like they co-parent and they moved on and it's a healthy fucking co-parent relationship.
So what would I tell you though?
That means the baby mama really not over him.
So that's the problem, because you can't be calling my man saying you still with your family back and don't think the next time I see you I ain't gonna whoop your ass.
Okay, period.
Hey, I mean, look, but you gotta learn like that. You know, you got you one on your side there. You know what I'm saying?
She accept the situation.
Because I ain't gonna flex. So I already said, but if I even had a baby mama, this shit wasn't in.
Yeah.
Really?
It's hard.
She wasn't going. But it's like at the same time, I understand. It's like at the same time, I kind of understood it because I'm like.
It depends on the situation. Like she was saying, like if it's a baby mama that genuinely don't get like you know, you got some family members that got that relationship where the baby mama is really over the shit. Like she
my daddy had all three of his wives working.
Like they equally mutual. Like I don't fuck with that bitch. I don't fuck with that nigga. We had a kid. This is what it is. Move on. She's like disrespectful. She don't respect our relationship. She disrespect all type of boundaries and all type of stuff. And then she just not a good parent to me. My fault. She does not a fucking good parent to me, and then that's just what it fucking comes down to. And I don't like her. Like I tell everybody, I don't like her because of the shit that she do to him, because he could not be telling me certain stuff or whatever that I don't know. I don't like her for my own certain reasons, and I don't like people. Mind you, she got 4 kids, and I just don't like people who just keep the same cycle going. They just a toxic ass parent. She remind me of my mama, and I don't like my fucking mama. Speaking of toxic parents.
That's it. Look at this.
Okay. So John, how you feel about you know her relationship like with your baby mama, like, and knowing that you know.
I mean, like John said, bro, they be having like some baby mamas that's like cool and like over with the shit, but I don't have one of those. I act like a little stupid, just crazy, just off the wall type shit. And I mean, she understands the situation and she be cool and shit, but.
But then she don't like. I've been cool, but every time like she on the phone, she always saying something about me. So you know where we from or where we like brought up and how we grew up and who our parents are. And how our parents are. I don't know about y'all parents, but I grew up on the south side. Like my mama, she do like, I don't like her, but she don't play that shit. We was raised like give respect, get disrespect, give disrespect. Like period. So the whole like time we been together, she would be calling me all type of bitches, all this stuff. Mind you, I'm doing stuff for her daughter. I'm buying stuff for her daughter. I don't have to get along with your daughter. I don't have to do shit I'm not obligated to, because that's not my child. I didn't push her out my vagina, period. So it's still like, I make sure that your daughter's straight, period, and you keep disrespecting me for no reason because you still bent over a nigga when you should be making sure that your child's straight at the end of the day and making sure they safe. So it's like I keep holding my tongue for the sake of being mature because of him and his daughter relationship. That's it. But you keep pushing me, we gonna take it there. So she think like, oh, she ain't saying nothing, she's soft. Until the next time, she gonna be like, oh nah, I'm messing with the wrong person. He ain't telling his full side because this the reason why I don't mess with baby daddies because they be toxic too. He just stopped messing with her the month before we got together.
Look, one thing for sure, let me tell you one thing for sure, man. And that's just cause I done seen it, I know it, and that's just like that. I'm gonna feel the same way. And me when I have baby right now, I feel like I'm obligated to hit my baby mama.
No kids.
Right, so then why do you feel like so when you get in a new relationship, do you feel like she should just 100% hurry up and be okay with the shit?
I mean,
Cause they not.
I feel like no, but at the same time, I feel like we all adults. So
She's not an adult though. You just heard him say that. She's 30 something year old. She's way older than me. She about 10 years older than me, and she act like a fucking child. So how you want me to respond to? Okay, y'all done did y'all thing. I'm trying to let that go, but yet you're sitting up here still trying to get your family back after he done told you that he in a relationship. So now you playing in my face. Now you playing in his face. So what you think I should do the next time?
But maybe my boy just slanging that wood.
I didn't say that he wasn't. But my thing is, she got her other kids calling him daddy, and them not his kids.
No, you can't say they gotta bleep it out.
I said penis.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, so damn, there's a lot of editing in this bitch.
I think we should really just cut this with
I'm gonna try to talk. Okay, so next topic.
I like that talk.
You like that baby mama talk?
Time for nobody. I don't know how to keep it cordial. You know what I'm saying? Because once it's up for me. So that's why I just stay out of that.
Okay, so what's the most disrespectful thing y'all ever heard from a nigga baby mama? And this is not even about
She
anything
disrespectful. She just said at one point she said that I'm broke, but then she said to give her gas money. So I just
Okay.
I don't fuck that. So I don't know. And she never seen me before. She don't even know my name. Like you just got beef with a bitch that's just
That shit was calling your name that one time she got
her daughters. Oh, she mad because her daughter like me. Whoopie fucking who? Like bitches should be mad when motherfuckers try to murder their kids and hit on their kids and all type of shit. She mad because her fucking. You're mad because your daughter fucking likes me. That's sad.
And what's the most disrespectful shit you heard?
She said on site. On site.
Y'all just, y'all got okay, so.
But you know what? It's how you feel about so how can I say this? I wanna see y'all perspective of it. Like what do y'all be thinking when it's all this going on and stuff like that? Do you try to play both sides? Or do you be trying to You don't have a kid but
that's a good question.
From a nigga fucking with somebody's baby mama, a nigga don't give a fuck.
I'm talking about your baby mama girl into it.
Okay.
What you do?
You can't. It's like you gotta step in because once again, a little old head told me way back then. When you have a baby with somebody, you with them for the rest of your life, no matter once they graduate, 18, all that shit. So goddamn, you with them for the rest of your life. So I look at it. So it's like you gonna have to cope because it's like you there for your child. Your child. If you gonna be with that woman, you gonna have to be there. You gonna have to. You gonna have to make shit work. Somebody gonna have to amend. But then you get to a point where your child at a certain age where y'all don't even gotta sleep. Everything through the child. But at that moment, some shit gotta change. And then that be the fucked up part about shit because that's when kids get to thinking, damn, my daddy don't love me or my mama don't fuck with me and shit. But it ain't even really reality that. It start with the parents. Shit, my brother, that nigga going through this shit now. I'm like, damn, but it's just like, I don't know, that's why I got them. That's why I just be like, that's why I feel like I get shit. That's why I feel like I make different moves and shit. So by different moves, I feel like by different moves, like it's goddamn, tongue switch studying that nigga. By different moves, what are some things y'all feel like growing up that y'all took as what I'm trying? By different moves, what are some things y'all took from a child growing up that is like traumatized, or it's not even traumatized, but it's some shit that'll still trigger you, like in a relationship?
Controlling that shit. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I hate when my parents do something to me and then later on they act like they don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like my mama could have beat the fuck out of me and hit me upside my motherfucking head like a fucking monkey, and then be like, "What? That never fucking happened. What the fuck are you talking about? You're delusional." And I be like, "Literally, girl, I still got the scar up under my lip. What you talking about?" And then she'll still just be like, "I did the best I could. I don't know what the fuck you talking about." I don't like that.
So
I don't like when people act delusional. Like you know what you done, and then you acting like, huh? What are you talking about? I don't like that.
Josh, what's some things that you took?
My dad wasn't. I mean, my dad wasn't around, but he always like come around like sometimes. But you know,
You have a problem with being alone.
So maybe like a better.
No, he have a problem being by himself. He has to be fucking with somebody even if they're not in a relationship.
oh, yeah.
So you got. I mean, hey, but I got a better problem and shit. Hell, I got PTSD in that motherfucker. You know what you got? You know what you took as a kid?
I said the controlling.
Yeah, you did.
Well, I can piggyback on what she said. Like, I hate that. Forget what the fuck happened. Like, don't do that to me. Because now you trying to make me feel like I'm crazy.
Crazy,
You know?
yeah.
Like,
I don't like
so
that. You
no.
delusional. Not me.
And that's pretty much it.
I feel like mine is. I feel like I told my dad. I got a quick temper.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but what I don't like is, I don't know. It's a lot of shit I don't like. Shit just pisses me off, but it's just because of my dad and my mama. Like,
Okay, so you think because that you got a quick temper because it came from your dad, do you think though will that affect you in a positive or negative way when you have your kids and raising them?
and that's what the shit that be scaring me, because it's just like I don't wanna like yell at my kid, but like don't get me wrong, I love my dad. I love him to the fullest. My dad taught me tough love, no better, no love. But it's just certain shit that he done so much that it's a trigger to me. Like, I know I yell that shit, but a nigga can't yell at me. Fuck that. You yell at me, man. Fuck, who you talking to?
So that piggyback off what we were just talking before. When we was just saying the toxic parent, you can't, you know sometimes parents be like, say as I do it, and say as I say, do what I say and not as I do type shit. And so when you grow up sometimes, you be like, oh, don't be a hoe, but you was a hoe. So bitch, you can't really tell me, or if somebody be like, oh, you shouldn't be out here doing drugs, but you was doing drugs. So bitch, you can't really tell me what the fuck to do. Like that's kind of, sometimes, like even when my parents used to talk to me about school, I be like, bitch, you ain't never go to school. So you can't tell me about some shit and you ain't never went through it. You can't say, yeah, you need to get off A's, yeah, you need to do this, you need to do that, but bitch, you don't know what it takes to go to do that.
And then that's another thing too. Like I feel like that's why another thing too. I feel like with parents, it be an age. It's like with me, it's a big ass age gap. Mm-hmm. It's a big, like I'm 16, my daddy's 60, so he's still thinking in the 60s and the 50s and shit. So it's like, I ain't gonna flat, but I used to lie to my daddy. I used to tell that nigga all else would mean fantastic. I call all else mean fantastic in this motherfucker for real. I used to, but at the same time, it was like he's saying, oh, but you need school as you need it. But now it's like we all out of school, and you think and you look, you like them whole 12 years I ain't learned shit. But I've been learning so much about Black history, about history and shit. Just through TikTok and just life, just adult life is what. It's only one subject in school that I felt like that took, even though I ain't been doing it, but it's like I know it will come if you really if you ever have to go back to on paper. It's A&D and math, after decision making math, because it talks about credit, your house loans. It talks about how to just on a monthly income, but it just like. I feel like when it comes like each time period changes. So parents don't be understanding that shit.
Yeah.
Like
they not growing with the time and
then I feel like it's getting harder for us. Like them niggas say it was hard, which it was hard back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna cut. I ain't gonna say it, but it was hard back in the day. But I feel like for us, it done got more, it's easy, but it's more hard because now it's like we living through a world where this shit is like, it's advancing. Shit going up. Then we living in a city where this motherfucker going up, prices going up. These niggas talking about they was struggling on $900 rent. We trying to wish we had them bitches again.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. What you know?
So do y'all think your parents set you up for success with
Nope.
today's standards?
Nope.
So,
Hell no.
I mean,
Hell no. I think.
I
Reason
mean, I
why.
like they did the best they could. Like she said, it ain't no like handbook or nothing.
Yeah.
And then life changed so fast with different things like COVID and stuff. So this shit just went left.
And so, but it's not even that. I feel like too. Once you get a certain age, you start really having a mind of your own.
Oh, yeah.
So then it's like you stop. The
Yeah.
shit your parents used to listen to, you be like, okay, I don't believe in
And then
that. Or
I
I
feel
might
like-
change my mind.
I feel like our parents, they be so like weird acting because at our age, them motherfuckers was having kids,
Freak
boy,
niggas.
they was outside, like.
Well, y'all parents was freak nicks and shit. My dad was, I had a dream on one day. For real. But nah, but I don't know. I just,
They be stuck in they time period. They be like, well, in my time we did. It's not that. It's not that, sweetheart. Like, no rent, not $2 no more, bruh. Like,
and so then they be like, then I hate when I feel like I ain't gonna do this with my kids that I'm not your friend. And cause it's like to a certain age, it's like, but just like you want me to, did you tell me to respect everybody and respect people and stuff, but then you want to disrespect me? Like even when you get a certain age, like they feel like they could just talk to you any kind of way at a certain
they
age,
feel like that.
and it's just like, nah, hold on, nah. I'm
I
worried
be
we go to a
tell-
certain age we could talk.
I be telling my mom that though, cause she be trying to, at certain points, she be trying to be friends with me, and I be telling her, don't be my friend, because the thing is, she be getting it confused because she be in my face like she be trying to fight me. But everybody know that once I swing on her, she gonna be calling everybody like, oh my God, my daughter done swung on me. Because what you think is friends, I'm gonna treat you like a stranger on the street if you try to meet me in the middle.
So
You know what I'm
really
saying?
so you real got like real trauma when it comes to like parenting.
Yeah, I do.
So how do you feel if y'all had kids?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
It would be totally different, only because I do everything. I pick certain shit. So I pick certain shit mostly from my dad. From my mom, I wouldn't do shit that she do besides breathe. I literally do exact opposite. From since I was born, I can remember a blunt in my mama's hand. So I said for myself at about 7 years old, I used to go to smoking parties, drinking parties, up all night. Next day I had school. And I just said, me personally, I'm just not gonna do that because that's just what I want to see for myself. So I made decisions in my head to do what I had to do so I could have a different life for myself, and for my kids it's gonna be different the same way. My mom, she would tell me I blow up, I scream, I throw a whole fucking tantrum because nobody would listen to me. I feel like she wasn't listening to me. But then when I try to talk to her, she be like, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. Or even my dad not emotional, so he be like, I don't want to hear that fucking crying, all this other fucking shit. So all that shit used to bottle up. So now I wait till a motherfucker do something to me. Maybe the 5th time they do something to me, now I'm going to jail. Because now I done beat the fucking brakes off you because I'm over here holding all that stuff in and I'm not telling nobody, or I'm not letting it out when I'm supposed to let it out. And I just feel like with my kids, I just want them to be able to come to me, even if they feel like some shit unfair, or maybe they feel like I'm being toxic in the moment. I want them to be able to be like, Mom, this, that, and the fucking third. I'm telling my mama now, at her being 44, like, bitch, you fucked up. And she will tell me, yeah, I fucked up. But it is what it is, because I had to have a fuck up childhood, so you deal with it too. Like, my mama have literally told me that. So now, that's why I get so mad about with his daughter, because I was in the same shit. So I just hate seeing other people do the shit. Like, I would hate for somebody to turn up like me.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this. Do you believe when you have your child, do you believe in the gentle parent method? And like you gonna talk gentle, like you not gonna whoop your child, like
no, I never said that, because the thing about it is, I wouldn't say I was a bad child. I feel like I I did shit here and there, but for the most part, I didn't give my mama no problems, and she ain't never have to whoop me. The only time, like, she had hit on me, like, one time, this real bad time, was some shit, emotional shit she was going through, and she had took it out on me. But other than that, I never got whoopings, not from my mom or my daddy. If my daddy could, he probably would have whooped me, but I ain't never got no whoopings before. So I feel like kids can grow up, and you don't gotta whoop. Like, I used to do little shit, like, oh, I'm supposed to be in there brushing my teeth, I'm asleep on the toilet. I don't give a fuck. Like, she about to whoop me for that. That's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to go your whole life getting whoopings and shit. So, no, I don't feel like, no, I never said shit about just parenting, because some shit don't work. How they be doing Billy and Tom and John, that don't work sometimes. But you don't gotta go around fucking. I done seen some niggas get beat the fuck up before over some little shit. So, no, I don't think so.
Shay?
I feel like
Josh.
I feel like if I was to have kids, it just depends on the kid. Cause growing up, like having to babysit my cousins and my little brother and stuff. Some kids you can be like, go sit your ass down, they'll sit down, mind their business. And it's always that one kid, bruh, they want to take it there, so you gotta take it there.
Take it there.
Because when they get older, like, I got a cousin now, his mama tried to do the gentle parents and stuff, and now he done got bigger than her. So he be trying her, telling her what to do, and she's like kind of scared, like he got taller, like his little muscles now. And my mom was telling her you had to beat his ass when he was younger, so when he get older. Exactly, like my mom was like, when she growing up with boys, she had to put she had to do that. But yeah, I just feel like you gotta see like what kind of child you dealing with, and I feel like you get what you when you a kid. I feel like my kid gonna come out with a badass attitude. I'm gonna have to,
So you already?
I'm already prepared. Yeah, I'm like, I know what to do. I ain't gonna want to do it, have to want to do it, but I want them to go out in the world and
Well, the question is, but I'm gonna ask you kind of different though. Since you already got a child, plus it's a female. How do you treat your daughter? Like,
as in like discipline.
And discipline her,
like discipline, like gentle.
Is she wrapped around your finger or what?
I try to put my hands on her, bro, but
but it don't work.
No, it don't work. It don't work.
Damn.
I got to.
And it's different because she go to her mom's house and she act a certain way, and then you can't. You know what I'm saying? When kids be like too split in the mind, it's different.
Well, I mean, I don't believe in that gentle shit, but I don't feel like I ain't gonna whoop my kid like that, like especially my daughter. Like,
you ain't gonna do it. You like my dad. My dad
I already said you ain't gonna whoop him, but my son, I'm gonna have a field day with his ass. I'm gonna have a field day with his ass. I'm gonna do everything that my sister done did to us. I'm gonna give him old school. Stand on the wall. Knees, bend your knees, put books in your hand. Now, I will say I don't believe in that putting your kids on the internet shit, because I do feel like that is
that's
traumatizing.
I feel like that traumatizing because especially this day and age, your parents like that shit. I feel like you gonna punish your kids the old school way in the house. Don't all that. Oh, you want to be funny? You want to because at this point I feel like that's why. That's why I say internet iffy too, because when I look at certain shit like that, I be like, why you doing that? Like, why you bans your kid? Because when your kid gets such certain age and they don't give a fuck about you because you done put them niggas on the internet, you done cut these niggas head, you done got there, you done slandered these niggas name and shit. So it's just like, so I just.
Do you feel like embarrassing your kids on the internet is equivalent, like, to this day and age, of your parents calling everybody and telling them about you?
Hell, it's worse. I'd rather for them niggas to sit on the phone and talk about me.
Yeah, I
already know that shit ain't get that far.
Yeah, and it flipped.
I know I'm happy to see y'all motherfuckers.
And I'm gonna go on.
This niggas don't even see you. Go remember like that nigga with the patches in his head when that nigga was at the window when he was like, shit, hey, when that nigga was like, who cut your hair? He was like, who? And they was like, you. He was like, they fucked you up. They found his ass. Same nigga that was doing that little scam shit when he was like, shit, I don't scam, but my partner scam. And nigga said, what you got on? And nigga said, I just be spending shit, but it just looks up. Like, nah, like I feel like, I don't know, like, but as like I was saying, I I feel like it's not like I feel like I wouldn't viral them, but I will. I put them to that old school shit like my daddy. Oh man, well for one, you gonna cut that grass. Cause nowadays these kids.
Yes, I can't stand that, bro. These kids don't cut no grass, don't take no trash.
Hell, like, y'all believe in tough love?
Yeah.
I do.
I believe in tough love. Cause my dad gave me because I feel like you said, these kids, and I feel like our generation too. These niggas don't want to work. These niggas don't want to do shit. These kids don't know how to do shit. Will be on them tablets. I feel like everybody should have tough love. I feel like, but to a certain extent. Mm-hmm. Now, it's different between just you fucked up and you just not giving tough love. Now, my dad gave tough love. You might do some fucked up lame ass shit now to a age where I tell his dad, like, hey, bro, chill out. You don't even fuck on that lame shit. Mm-hmm. But tough love is, I feel like that's what it's needed. Because in this day and age, in this world, this shit's so sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
Everything
Sometimes you do have to like tell it how it is. Like for example, when I got to college, I had gained my little freshman 20. Mm-hmm. So my dad already tough, but he had to say it in like a way like, you know, we big on this side. Yep. You eat too much fucking bread, you're gonna blow up like a fucking house. So I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. But let me get my fat ass in the gym because, you know, I had to take it from a part. Like, he just want to see me healthy. He see a big change in me and stuff like that. Even though he had to say it like, it was like kind of in a harsh way to me. I was just like, okay. And he put his stuff on blast. So I was just like, all right, cool, whatever. But sometimes, like, for example, how my mom feel like because she had a shitty childhood, she just feel like I should deal with it. That's not a definition of tough love. That's just like you fucked up and had kids you ain't want for real, and you ain't know how to cope and deal with it. So now you just sit over here and letting them deal with the consequences of your own actions, and that's really it. So in conclusion, do you feel like even though at some point or at a certain extent parents can be toxic, even if it's little stuff, even if they made you eat all your food before you had a drink, yeah. Even if it's little shit, do you feel like your parents and you could bounce back? Like, you could look back at it and be like, yeah.
I feel like, I'm gonna speak for our generation. I feel like our generation, some of us grow up too fast. So we get in that mindset at the early age where it's fuck them. Mm-hmm. You know, most folks, you know, when they get in that fuck them stage, they already grown, they established. When a nigga really going through it, them niggas like, fuck them. At a young age, they 16, they like, fuck them. Mm-hmm. Especially if they really been knowing they been fucked over. And this supposed to be your mom, this supposed to be someone that's supposed to protect you from everything. If you can't trust her, or even your daddy, that's why. So, you know, I feel like it's levels to the shit. Like, I feel like it's levels, like, but I feel like it don't be necessarily make amends, but it's like, you'll try to keep everything closer because you older now, but it's just like, yeah, fuck it, be true.
Yeah, I feel that. That's at the point I am now.
Well, you know.
You've been a nice
Hey, man. Nice talking to y'all, man, on my show, man. Appreciate y'all coming to the on the 4 podcast, man. 4